Welcome back to my channel, everybody. Today we are out here in Loma, Encantada subdivision. All right, I'm actually doing this for a client. It's gonna be about 10 o'clock in the morning here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Again, we're in Rio Rancho, Loma, Encantada, and we're actually just taking a look at the views of the lots because my client would like to see what these views are like, and just to make sure that there's gonna be nothing building on the back end of these properties. Now, we just passed by a sign. That's gonna be Amberston, okay? That's gonna be a new build community that's gonna be popping up here in this specific subdivision at Loma, Encantada. Over here is also going to be Abrazo and Hicks Brothers. So right now I'm just coming in to the lot all the way in so we can show what's on the back side of this, and then we're actually going to wrap around down the street and then get onto the higher side of the subdivision so we can see what those views are actually going to be like. So if you were to build your house with one of these lots from Amberstron or Abrazo, okay, because that's what it looks like is going to be on this side of this block, you would actually have really good views, okay, as you can tell. You can see the mountain and all that good stuff from here. Then there would actually be no one building on this back end because that's going to be an arroyo, okay? So these lots that are going to be, I'm trying to get my direction here, because if we're facing that way, that's going to be east. These lots are obviously facing, they're facing more of like a north and southeast type deal, right? Northwest, southeast type deal. Without falling on my butt here. But that's what we're kind of looking at with these lots, right? So if you were to build on this side of the street, and this is Kodiak Street, which I'm gonna pass by the street sign here in just a bit. Sorry for the wind, guys. You're gonna get amazing views on this side, okay? Now, if you're gonna build on this side, this is where the front of your will have those views. Right now, your backyard's gonna end up pretty much facing the other homes that are gonna be built on this backside over here, as you can kind of see, like right over there. So do keep that in mind when you are talking to a realtor, right? And he lives in the state that you're looking to move to. You want to have somebody put eyes on the site, okay, to actually maintain and guarantee that you are going to get some decent views, and also put a game plan together for what might be built around you. Okay, so like this is the reason why we're going to walk all the way around. So my client, he had sent me a little breakdown of the lots that were available for Hicks Brothers, and it was off of Kodiak, and it's going to be Cleary Loop, which Cleary Loop goes up that way. Scope actually connects you to Cleary Loop, but I want to go around this so we can get a feel, obviously, for this whole side of Kodiak Road, right? And again, there's Abrazo. This one's already sold, so I'm assuming all these lots with no signs, most likely Abrazo. Okay, so when they come out here and they sell one, they're gonna put a sign up letting you know it's been sold. The other ones are Amberstrong, and then I know for sure around this corner is gonna be Hicks Brothers, and that's just because of the map that I was given from the client. So just to kind of give a heads up, if you're gonna build around this corner, right, or even on this other side, and you're gonna build on this side of the street, you could potentially end up running in a two-story home here, okay? I mean, it doesn't seem like many two-stories are in this subdivision, but at the same time, you want to just confirm what is possibly going to be built on this back end, because that would totally kill your view. So here we are, Kodiak. We're wrapping around to where we can get into Cleary Loop. Okay, a little bit of a haul here. Sorry. This part I might just fast forward a little bit. So based on what he had sent me, this is that huge corner lot that we were kind of talking about. Now, of course, you could potentially have a house built over here on this side. Yeah, because there's electricity there, so for sure there's going to be a house built in there. But this is that huge corner lot that we were looking at on the little map. And of course, your front yard is going to have a majority of the view. But if you think about it, your backyard over here, whoo, sorry, that wind is awesome, guys. Your backyard would actually have a really great view all the way towards the back end of it. But if there is house that's gonna be built, you would think somewhere in this region that house is gonna be, right? And if it's a single story, not a problem. 2-story, it could end up being an issue, okay? So these lots that are gonna be technically to the north side of the street, they might not be ideal, okay? It's gonna be more of these ones right here that are overlooking all of it, okay? So that's not a problem. So Prairie Loop, you're gonna wanna look for these lots right here. And these are all Hicks Brothers lots right here. So we could definitely get good, decent views from these lots right here. Even if there was a 2-story, I still feel like that wouldn't be too bad. And that's just because of how high up it is. Which we're gonna give ourselves a little bit of a jog run to get this situated. Let's see. Of course, you're gonna have a wall that goes a lot higher than what you're seeing right now. There's still a construction part, but just taking a look down. You could actually run into a huge issue with a 2-story. So if you did get a 2-story that was built, actually, I don't think anything's gonna be built here. There's only one electricity plant that I see. Actually, no, there's another one right over there. So there's 2. I don't know how they would build these houses in this little section right here. And on top of that, I don't see any access into the actual lots. So I don't think they probably won't build right here. So you might have a clear shot from these specific lots. Because I don't see any driveways, because if we look at the street, right, no driveways coming in, versus like the other ones, they have electricity every so often. Over here, I only got it on the far end right there, and the other one on this side. And that could be, I mean, that could power streetlights for all we know, right? So keep that in mind, guys. Again, if you're working with somebody who's in town and they haven't gone out to a site like this to show you what you potentially could be looking at when you build, you know, you definitely want to get in contact with somebody who's willing to get out to the actual site and give you a breakdown of what you're really looking at, especially for the out-of-staters who are moving to New Mexico. That's the biggest thing you want, is somebody who's going to advocate and also get their hands dirty, right? So later today, I'll be shooting another video of a floor plan that is available here in Hicks Brothers, Loma, encantada. So that should be popping up here soon. But thank you guys for tuning in, and enjoy the rest of your day.